stop for sunshine.
Hello and welcome everybody. My name is Rose Smith from AbsoluteSoulSecrets.com. Thanks for joining me for the gorgeous Gemini October Horoscope. There's actually a lot happening this month. Okay, we've got some planets that have been retrograde for a while and they're turning direct. This is good news for everybody because it's going to feel like there's this great surge or this great expansion in life that's about to happen. So Mercury has been retrograde and will turn direct on the 18th. Plus, there's always, with retrograding planets, there's always a little bit of extra time before and after. It's called the shadow period. So a few days after that, maybe a week after that, where if you have important decisions, it would be better to put them off if you can. But that means with Mercury turning direct that things are going to go more smoothly with communications, less delays and that sort of thing. Jupiter also turning direct this month, and Jupiter's a planet of good luck. Okay, so when it's retrograde, we don't get that full amount of expansionary energy that we would normally have. So that means that you'll probably be feeling a bit more adventurous, a bit more like growth. It's also a very social planet, Jupiter, and so you might find that you're having more to do with people, you're going out more and things like that. Saturn, which is the planet of structure, time, governments, large corporations, also turning direct. So we might find that those things are moving ahead now with policies. Maybe they've been on the go slow in some regards. They're just going to come out with policies, whether you like them or not, basically. And Pluto. So somebody said to me, Pluto is not a planet. Well, not according to astronomers, it's not a planet, but to astrologers, Pluto is still a planet. And so Pluto is the planet of life, death, and rebirth. We could find situations where businesses, just because the government opens things up in Australia, doesn't mean that businesses are going to surge forth. They might have to change what they're doing. You might find people that have had businesses will decide not to reopen, doing the same thing. They might change and open a new business, a different sort of business. So there'll be a lot of change in the air, generally speaking, this month. Okay, you also have a fantastic minor grand trine in your chart, which I'll talk about in a moment. But I'll just briefly explain what I'll do. I'd like to draw 2 tarot cards as theme cards for the month for you, gorgeous Geminis, and also we'll have a look at your in-depth horoscope, and then I'll do a psychic channeling at the end, whatever comes out of my mouth. So let's go to the board now, and I'll draw these cards, and then we'll come to this. Let's see what comes out for you for October 2021 for gorgeous Geminis. Okay, let's see. I've already pre-shuffled them. Alrighty, closing my eyes now. Doors opening up in front of me. White doors. White doors can indicate something to do with your spiritual life. Okay, so new spiritual opportunities or new directions. Then I see the colour green again, growth and expansion that I've already talked about. I'm seeing some green flowers, so there's some happiness here that is connected to your growth and expansion. Well, this is very interesting because we've got green plants down the bottom here. This is about your money, the 7 of Pentacles. It suggests it's most probably money. It could be possessions, but it suggests that there's seeds being planted regarding money, but you have to wait for those seeds to come to fruition, and everything in divine timing, not in our timing. So I don't know if you can see here, there's some trees, some plants in the background. They've got coins on the trees. They're called money trees, obviously. And so these coins can also indicate change. So yes, there's money on the way. It may not come in the time frame that you had envisaged. However, So do try to practice that thing called patience, okay? There will be effort involved and also, some work attached to that. Okay, so that's the first card. Bear that in mind. And now the second card, that one's flying out. Closing my eyes now. What do I see for gorgeous Geminis? Okay, simultaneously, or it could be even before, you have to bury something, okay? Something's dead, it's long dead, and I don't know if it's been like a good luck charm or something like that, but it's buried, but it's not dead. So it still sort of rises up in your consciousness from time to time. You still have these memories, you haven't forgotten about it, and something's going to happen this month where you're going to say, I'm sick of this, I don't want to have these intrusive thoughts about this situation anymore, and you're going to bury it for good. The card that comes up is the Hanged Man. This indicates a new cycle is coming. Again, something has ended. Something has died, but this is the 0 between the 9 and the 1 in numerology, between the ending and the beginning. Something died, but you're waiting for the new start. Okay, the new start is coming. You spend a certain amount of time in this waiting situation. It's important that it's W-A-I-T-I-N-G and not W-E-I-G-H-T-I-N-G. Okay, so in this waiting situation, sometimes people wait and wait and they actually put on weight. So make yourself busy with other things while the allotted time passes, and then you can start a new cycle. Okay, so do know the new cycle is coming. A bit like being pregnant, you know the baby's coming. Okay, so let's make this bigger now, and we're going to do your horoscope in depth. And firstly, let's talk about this minor grand trine, which is hard to see here because there's so much going on. Neptune here in Pisces in your 10th house. So this is connected with your general direction in life and doing something that makes your heart sing. How you spend your time, and perhaps it's like a career or a vocation. It's not a normal job that you just do for money. This is something that you feel is your life's mission. And then we have a sextile over here to Pluto in Capricorn in your 8th house of shared resources. Shared resources could be like work. It's something that is shared with somebody else. So your labour in exchange for money, perhaps. It's also, this house is about shared money. It's about intimacy as well. It's about loans, inheritances, superannuation. These things are sort of somebody else's money, perhaps in the case of loans. In super, it's your money, but you still have to have it tied up because it's restricted by government restrictions, okay, government laws and such like. And that's also making a sextile here to Venus in Scorpio in your 6th house of everyday work, health and well-being, okay, in your everyday habits and things like that. When you look at these three together, it does suggest that if you're in a job that you don't particularly love, you don't feel very strongly about it, you're only there for the money, that you may well consider changing jobs this month, and you're looking for something that's going to give you a sense of fulfillment. This is a lovely energy, by the way, especially with Venus here in your everyday life. Brings harmony, peace, and smooth flowing communications with other people. Okay, so let's have a look now at your horoscope in general. 30th of September to the 3rd of October, Mars trines your MC. You can make your influence felt at this time, and any efforts you make to advance your career or other long-range important goals are likely to be effective. Independent action and self-reliance or taking more of a leadership role are favoured. You have the green light to go ahead. 29th of September to the 3rd of October, Mercury conjuncts Mercury. You're likely to be mentally sharp and clear. You can comprehend new concepts. You can articulate your ideas very well, and you're likely to have a lot of intellectual curiosity. It's a great time to make plans and strategies. Maybe you're thinking about studying something. 6th of October, the new moon is in your 5th house here. This is great for new beginnings around romance or creativity, or even entertainment and leisure and pleasure. Maybe you're going out and socialising more than usual here. So this could be by yourself or with other people, okay? And you're feeling more playful or fun-loving. You might be interested in sports, games, entertainment and creative activities, more so than usual. 5th of October to the 8th of October, Mars sextiles the moon. You've got a lot of energy, especially emotionally. You could become very passionate quite easily about causes and things like that. You might, feel a little bit nostalgic and might be thinking about your school days or your hometown, something like that. And you're likely to be feeling more energised and invigorated. You want to be involved in projects that benefit your home and family, perhaps. 6th of October through to the 5th of November, Venus moves into your 7th house here. This is beautiful, especially for marriages and partnerships. It's favourable for meeting other people, potential friends or romantic partners. You're feeling especially open-hearted, and you might find other people are more receptive to you at the moment. Companionship and affection are very important, and it's good if you can spend time with other people. The love and attention that you give your mate will pay off in your relationship. 13th of October to the 17th, Mercury conjuncts Mars. You're likely to be quite definite about something. You come to a decision and you let other people know exactly what you want. You may not be feeling very conciliatory, however, and do watch that you don't stir the pot too much and cause controversy. Okay, if you speak and act in haste now, you may regret it later. Okay, so just think before you speak. I know it's hard sometimes. 13th of October to the 22nd of October, Mercury trines your MC. Do put some extra energy into organising your work and professional life. Any of these sorts of decisions that you make now are likely to be successful because you're more clear and objective than usual. You could gather information regarding your career or your long-range goals. 14th of October to the 22nd of October, Mercury opposition Chiron. Just watch this little one because it's only for a week, but yeah, you might feel a bit sensitive as far as your health goes. Or perhaps an old scar or wound from the past is disturbed, or there's irritations, things annoying you at the moment. You know how sometimes you just get irritable for no reason? I knew about that yesterday morning. Sometimes things are just going wrong. Just stop whatever you're doing, go for a walk and get it out of your system somehow, instead of trying to persevere, So do control any urges to be rebellious or stir the pot, okay? 20th of October, full moon moves into your 12th house, the house of the goddess here. You could be feeling especially sensitive or moody. You need a lot of privacy and solitude at this time. You may instinctively wish to shield yourself from other people, and that's fine. It's a great time for peaceful meditation, contemplation, and to renew your spirit. 14th of October to the 22nd of October, Mercury opposition Chiron. I just talked about that. I don't know why that's appeared twice here in my notes. 18th of October to the 23rd of October, Mercury conjuncts Mars. That was from the 13th to the 17th, and it's come back on the 18th to the 23rd. And that's about you being very decisive, making decisions, saying what you want. 21st to the 21st of November, Sun moves into your 6th house. Here you could be doing your best work now. Perhaps you're looking at your health and well-being, looking at how you use your time and energy. You're likely to become quite efficient, and you'll fix any little issues that you can see that take away from your productivity. You may begin a new self-improvement program, create better health habits, or begin a new diet or fitness regimen. 28th of October to the 13th, Mars in your 6th house here too. So you could be fired up at work and likely to accomplish a fair bit. Do just watch for friction with co-workers if you're a little bit impatient, because see, you've got the energy to do it, but other people may not. Perhaps you're not feeling like being much of a team player. That's okay. Would be better if you work on your own if you can. It is excellent to start exercising, but of course don't overexert yourself, because you might feel so confident, you feel good, you think you can do it. You don't want to do, an injury or something like that. And 13th of October to the 21st of February 2022, Chiron opposition Sun. Look, there's a few, obstacles in this time that come up, and it just sort of disturbs you, something from the past. With Mercury retrograde too until the 18th of the month, often things do come back from the past. It is important to listen to the ideas and concerns of other people, even if you don't agree, okay? It's like a little bit of a bruising or a little bit of a wound from the past that could come back. So give yourself some extra time and care and consideration during this time, okay? The good news is that you're likely to let go of some old behaviour patterns, and there's going to be more balance come into your life as far as other people as a result of this. Chiron is the wounded healer. It could be after you get through this that you have more sort of empathy with other people, or you can help other people in some way. Okay, so that's your horoscope. Now I'm just going to close my eyes, gorgeous Gemini, and see what I can see for October 2021. I've got a light blue colour here. It's a grey blue. Okay, so this says to me, and it's already come out in your horoscope, but this is confirming it. There's times this month where you're feeling more sensitive. You're not feeling motivated. You're not feeling alive and energetic. You're feeling perhaps a bit flat, or weaker than usual, or just a little bit sensitive. Be careful with the foods you eat, especially things like chili, or really strong spices or curries and things like that. Your stomach could be easily upset. Excuse me, just a tickle in my throat. Okay, what else do I see? But on other times, I also see more energy. I see a lot of energy here from Mars. So it might be particularly noticeable to you, because you could be feeling really energetic and start something and get going, and then you wake up the next day and you feel more sort of sensitive. So just bear that in mind. I see it's like a missile, but it's an arrow shooting up into the air with great vigour. And this is about you going for your targets, and by all means do that. Go for your targets. I see this arrow. It's a red arrow, but it's got a lot of flames coming out the back of it. And it's going high into the sky. And so I feel like something's going to take off in your life in a major way, and you'll be riding this rocket, and it's going to be quite a trip, quite a journey. Okay, so a lot of energy in some areas of your life, and then not so much in other areas of your life. Something about making things, putting things together, joining things, fixing things. Okay. Now I'm in space, and I'm at the space station, the International Space Station. This is just saying basically something about receiving the signals from spirit, and it's like your intuition is sort of fine-tuned. You're picking stuff up. You know that spirit is telling you something, and it's about practicing listening to actually get the exact message, but you can feel the general gist of what it is that Spirit wants you to do this month. Yeah, something about chopping something off. I see a big sort of axe. It's like I'm in a butcher shop. Big axe and a big, what do you call those things? You know those chopper things? I don't cook, so I don't know. But you know those big machete chopper things that you chop meat with? The big hatchet thing? That's not the name. But anyway, you know what I mean. I see one of those. That's about chopping something off from the past. It's time to let go of that and make your own way forward, and you will have the energy this month to do that with Mars. Okay, so that's it, gorgeous Geminis. I hope this is useful for you. Leave a like or a comment or share on your socials. That would be fabulous, and I would really appreciate that. And if you're new, please consider subscribing to the channel and hit that notification bell. Have a wonderful month, everyone, and I'll see you all again soon. Bye for now. Thanks so much for watching. Please visit my website, absolutesoulsecrets.com, for all things spiritual. Have a lovely day.